Hey guys, Ricky here with lessons for absolute beginners. If you're an absolute beginner, then these guitar lessons are for you because you might be wondering how to get started. If you're interested in really getting started on playing guitar, then you might be interested in doing my Absolute Beginners Kickstart Guitar Course. There's a link in the description below. Now, if you've seen my other lessons, I did one about the 2 easiest chords for beginners to play. And in that lesson, there was a chord called the E minor chord. Now, I think the E minor chord is a really forgiving chord to play if you're a beginner, and it's one of the easiest ones to play. But I want to just get into this idea of strumming. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this E minor chord on. This is a little diagram of what it looks like, and it shows you which fingers to put on. And as you can see from the diagram, we've got a number 2, which means the middle finger, because this goes finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, finger 4. So this is 2. And this is 3. And now I know if you have ever played piano, then you might think that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. It's different for guitar, guys. This is finger 1, this is finger 2, this is finger 3. You've got to bear that in mind. So what happens is finger 2 goes on the 2nd fret of the A string, finger 3 goes on the 2nd fret of the D string. And this gives us the E minor chord, and we can strum this chord. And you can hear that it's very, very forgiving because the thing is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 open strings. Out of the 6 strings that we've got, 4 of them are open. So we've got this E minor here. And it's a very sad sounding chord. It's very melancholy. We want to basically have an idea of how to strum. Now I've got my pick here. There's a video on how to hold your pick as well on my channel. But what we're going to do is we're going to strum using this downstroke. Now when you strum, you want to aim to have your pick moving downwards through the strings there, hitting all the strings. And you can almost hear the pick flapping against all of the strings. You hear that? As well as the sound of the guitar, you can hear the sound of the plastic hitting the strings there. And the most simple strum that you can do is a strum that lasts for a count of 4. So what you need to be able to do with this is just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the simplest strum that you can do. That's great for absolute beginners. Now what happens is, mechanically, this picking hand, you play the strings and you have to bring the picking hand all the way above the strings again so that we can strum down. This is what I call the excursion of the pick. So we go... That's the journey that the pick travels. Once it's done its travel there, we want to bring it back up. The next thing you want to look at is strumming to the count of 4. Every number that we count, we're going to do a strum. So if I count 1, I'm going to strum on 1. I'm going to strum on 2. I'm going to strum on 3. And I'm going to strum on 4. So let's put that together. I'm doing it at the same speed. And speed in music is called tempo. So the tempo that I'm going to play at is going to be the same as when I was strumming 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The action of counting and strumming on each of those beats there means that you have a little bit more to think about. There's a little bit more overload on your brain. But what you can do is slow this down. If it's going wrong, you're going too fast. So when I did the 1, 2, 3, 4, if you can manage that, then what you can do is you can do it even slower, count even slower. Maybe even look at using a metronome that is at, say, 60 beats a minute or 70 beats a minute. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give yourself plenty of time to get your pick back up here. Feel comfortable. No panic involved. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now do that on each beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to be able to do that because what we're programming is the engine of our strumming hand. Strumming gets more and more vigorous when we start adding upstrokes, and that's something that I go over in my Kickstart Beginner's Guitar Course. And if you're interested in learning more, then look in this video description and there will be a link for you to check out and find out more about that. But in the meantime, what you need to do is just carry this on and do this with any other chords that you learn. Now you might be saying, Ricky, this is all good and well, but I'm struggling to hold my pick and keep my pick from dropping on the floor. If that's the case, then what you might need to do is watch this tutorial here on how to hold your pick.